Hey, how's it going, everyone? You got Josh Mansfield, Talley. We are coming at you here with NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver predictions. 2 nights. First night on the USA Network. Second night exclusively on Peacock. 2 nights, 10 great matches. Holy crap, NXT, just take my money. Holy crap. Emmer, how you doing?
I'm good. You did miss something though. If you don't have the USA Network, but for some reason you got Peacock, you could also catch Night One on Peacock because it's gonna be on both platforms. I'm probably gonna watch it on Peacock because I don't want to sit through all those stupid commercials. There's an advertisement for WWE, fine, but I don't want to sit through the ding commercials. So I'm probably gonna watch it on Peacock, along with the AEW. Okay, I know we're not here to talk about that, but I watch both on Wednesdays. So this is gonna be, as Booker T says, gut.
I'm probably going to watch on Peacock too, just so that way I can actually watch it on time and not have to wait until like 11 or midnight to watch it for once. So yeah, but both nights look stacked. Both nights are stacked with great matches. Holy crap. NXT TakeOver usually does outperform whatever pay-per-view they're going up against with WWE. This one's definitely going to give the main roster a run for their money. I'm excited. So, without further ado, let's get into these matches. First match. What was that?
I don't know.
And you call me a mark. So, first match is a triple threat for the vacant NXT Tag Team titles. You got MSK, who won the Dusty Rhodes Classic this year, Wesley and Nash Carter, versus Grizzled Young Veterans, who MSK beat, James Durkin and Zach Gibson, versus Legado del Fantasma. This match looks like it's going to be good. 3 great teams. Should be 4. Breezango should be in this. Fight me. Yeah, I know you would, even though you agree with me on this one.
I want to jump to this computer right now like you jumped to my TV for WrestleMania 32.
We're not. This isn't even a Mania one, and we're talking about this. We're not even 5 minutes into this, and you already brought it up.
Yeah. Oh, come on. What would it be without that? Come on now.
If we were talking about Mania, maybe. Come on, though. Okay, back to topic.
Hey, it's still Mania week.
Back on topic. Triple threat NXT tag title match. All 3 of these teams look good. I honestly think it's going to be MSK taking home the gold. They're new. They're up and coming. They're looking really strong. And I think they deserve it. I mean, Imperium, of course, got taken out because of an injury, which is why the titles are vacant in the first place. I say a good way to bring the titles back with a new team is put them on MSK. I don't think Legado del Fantasma needs them. Grizzled Young Veterans are good. They're really good, but I just don't think it's their time yet. I think this is MSK's time. They've been proving themselves. They look really, really good. So I gotta give this to MSK.
Can I speak now? Because I'm gonna enlighten you.
Yes.
Okay, first off, I'm gonna go with MSK as well. Okay, because those are my boys, MSK. But first off, you say it's not time for the grizzled young veterans, okay? So you're saying it's not their time yet when they were the first NXT UK Tag Team Champions, may I remind you?
Okay, that part I didn't realize.
Okay. Second off, yeah, you're probably right. Legado del Fantasma doesn't need them. They are a hell of a tag team, don't get me wrong. But right now, MSK has been the hottest team ever since they entered in the Dusty Cup Classic and won the whole shebang. They've been the hottest team, and honestly, I think they would have won the titles when they would have had if they would have had that match on a regular NXT like they were
Exactly,
supposed
that
to.
too.
But I think Nash Carter broke his hand or hurt his hand or something, so they were out. And obviously now they're getting their shot. So I think they're gonna win. They're the hottest team right now. But come on, man, you could not drop the ball with the grizzled young veterans.
Okay, I didn't really know about the grizzled young veterans, so
See, I did.
You keep up more with the indie stuff than I do, so. Well, I don't really pay attention much to NXT UK, even though from what I've been told I should, because the NXT UK tag champs I've heard are like really good. Like
Well,
Shawn
actually, they
Michaels
just
is loving all over them.
they just changed hands. I guess a few weeks ago because I don't watch NXT UK either that much as I used to. But I just turned it on for like the first time in a while, like the other day. It's all weird.
Yeah, but either way, we both got MSK to win the gold like they probably were supposed to. Is my guess, and we'll see what happens. So with another Imperium match later in the card. So next match. This is especially a match that I am like NXT. Take my money. Pete Dunne versus Kushida. Oh baby, you know this is gonna be good.
I do because they're going based off who's the better technical wrestler. Is it Pete Dunne? Is it Kushida? Honestly, I've seen Pete Dunne a lot in NXT UK. Whew! Oh my goodness, I've seen Kushida wrestle in New Japan. Okay, so I already knew about Kushida before he came to NXT, which a lot of people honestly didn't know about Kushida. I did. This is gonna be a banger. Okay, I don't know if I was supposed to pick first or not, but I'm gonna give my pick right now. So I'm gonna go with Pete Dunne. I'm gonna go with the Bruiserweight. Simply because right now it seems like they're pushing him a little more than Kushida. Not saying that Kushida can't win, but the direction that they're going, it just seems like Pete Dunne is going to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pete Dunne as well, just because he's been losing a little bit lately. I feel like he needs this win back. And Pete Dunne is just a beast. Like Kushida's good. Like Kushida can kick good, but Pete Dunne is just a beast. Like, I legitimately thought that Finn Balor's NXT title run was in danger when he faced Pete Dunne.
I didn't because I knew what they were setting up for.
Well, true, but at the same time, Pete Dunne is a danger to anyone. Let's be honest. So this match could potentially, depending on how the main event goes, or with the match that's looking like the main event, this match could steal the show. Let's be honest, all of these matches have the potential to steal the show. I think. The NXT Tag Team match, maybe not. I mean, they're all going to be great, so it's going to be fantastic. But with the other matches, I don't have their work cut out for them. These two can put off. These guys. Like, I'm just sitting here just going, man, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. It's hard to put into words because you just know this match is going to be so dang good. So, that's that match. The next match is, it's an interesting way to get more people on the card, and I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that these will be, from what it's looking like, the NXT Takeover card is finalized, pretty much. I don't think though. Well, they can't really add another match because Takeover is coming Wednesday and Thursday. So this is a 6-man gauntlet eliminator for the number 1 contendership for the NXT North American title, with that title match to be held on night 2. So, you got Leon Ruff versus Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed versus Cameron Grimes versus Dexter Lumis versus L.A. Knight. Whew. Usually big multi-man matches, we each pick 2 or 3 choices. I think tonight, since it's only 6 people, we're just gonna have 1 pick. I think that works. I'm gonna go first on this one, and I'm gonna say the obvious answer. The obvious one to this is Dexter Lumis. Like, I'm really surprised that they're doing a gauntlet match for this when they should have just made it a one-on-one Gargano and Lumis to begin with. I mean, I get it. It's to get other people on this card, and it's going to be a great match. But they've been working on Gargano versus Lumis for months. So I feel like the result, we already know. So the match is sort of pointless, except to get more people on the card and just have a great match. But I don't think there's any doubt that Dexter Lumis is one coming out on top of this one and going on to face Johnny Gargano on night 2.
Yeah, I mean that's the obvious choice. So I'm picking Dexter and Lumis as well, because Swerve has his own issues with Ruff. L.A. Knight has his own issues with Bronson Reed, and plus, I would say L.A. Knight, but honestly, they already had him lose to Bronson Reed. I don't honestly think that they. I mean, would this help him? Yeah, but I don't think it's going to. I think it sets up Lumis versus Gargano, and has been that way for a few months now. And honestly, Dexter and Lumis was supposed to be in the ladder match when they had that multi-man match, I think at the last Takeover, the Takeover before that, when the NXT North American title was vacant, I believe, when Damian Priest won it. I think Lumis was going to win, but he unfortunately had to pull out, and they had to replace him because of an ankle injury. But I think this is at least his time to get a title match. So I think he wins tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but Wednesday night.
Yeah. We're actually recording predictions early for once, which we're going to have to do because literally starting Monday, it is a whole 9-day stretch of WWE wrestling. Like, whew.
Among the other stuff that you don't watch, but I will.
Well, not just WWE. Well, yeah, right. It's a whole 9-day stretch of WWE programming, to begin with. So, yeah, the result of this is not really in question. Dexter Lumis is gonna pull it out. Probably he'll end up beating. I'm gonna say he'll beat either Cameron Grimes or LA Knight as the last person. If it's not, we're not gonna officially predict that, but just for fun, I think it'll be either Cameron Grimes or LA Knight. He'll pin last or submit last. Who do you think?
There was some issues, I guess, at the end of NXT with LA Knight and Dexter Lumis. So yeah, I think you're on the right trail. But I'm gonna say yeah, he pins LA Knight.
Yeah.
With the help of Bronson Reed.
Probably. And then Johnny Gargano is gonna run away scared, and that'll be funny. Right. Okay. Oh my gosh, this match. This match is another one that really another match that I'm like, NXT, take my money. NXT UK Championship, the longest reigning current champion in WWE, period. Of how many days is his reign at this point?
I have no clue.
Man. So we have the NXT champion, Walter, versus Tomasa. Oh my gosh. Botchamania here. Oops. Tommaso Ciampa. Ooh, this
Champa.
match is gonna. Yeah, I know. I'm Botchamania today, aren't I?
It's okay. I messed up. I said tomorrow when we're talking about Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
You're good. Who you got?
I I I I I I, I don't know. I don't know. This match is like so good. Like so Walter has been champion 729 days as of this recording, which is and the last longest reigning champion in WWE, Pete Dunne, reigned 685 days. So that's how long Walter has had the NXT UK title. He has held it since Takeover Brooklyn, April 5th, 2019. So he's going to be holding it for just over 2 years, coming up on Monday. So I don't know. This is one of the hardest matches for me to predict. Who who do you got?
No, see, I want you to pick because I need to talk after you pick. So I need you to pick first.
Ah, I you know what? I'm just gonna throw it. I'm just gonna throw a Hail Mary pass right now and just say, and new champion Ciampa. I, I'm gonna go with Ciampa. I mean, it's out there, yes, but Ciampa said he won't go to the main roster. I don't blame him. He never said anything about not doing a UK run, though. It would be interesting. It would get more eyes on NXT UK, I think. And it would serve as a way to bring Walter and Imperium fully over to NXT main. And you can't tell me you wouldn't want to see Karrion Kross versus Walter.
I would. That would be very interesting. But here's the thing. Walter already said that he doesn't want to move over here to the United States because he's comfortable where he's at in Germany and overseas, which I get. But remember when I said, and this was before we recorded, but remember when I said NXT kind of screwed themselves in one match? This is the one match where they kind of screw themselves because he's defending it on night one, which is Wednesday. NXT UK is on Thursdays, and he's defending the title next Thursday against Rampage Brown. Unless they decide to change things, I as much as I want Ciampa to win because I'm wearing his T-shirt and I like Ciampa, I gotta go with Walters for the simple fact that he's supposed to defend it next Thursday. Do I wish? I mean, they kind of screwed the pooch here, and like I said, unless there is they do something different or there's something that goes wrong or whatever. But for the simple fact that he's supposed to defend it next Thursday, I don't see him losing it, like I said, unless they change something. So I got to go with Walter. And speaking of Ciampa, by the way, yes, he doesn't want to go to the main roster. He's already said it plenty of times. But what I don't think you know is I'm pretty sure he's taking a backstage role in NXT. I think he's slowly becoming a producer.
That'd be interesting. I think he'd be very good in that role, working alongside Triple H. I mean, I will say, the past year, Ciampa has looked old. And he's not that old, but he is just looking rough and older. Which,
Well, that's because he has neck surgery and stuff.
True. You're right. I forgot about the NXT UK title defense on Thursday. That does make sense. The reason I also thought potentially Ciampa because, if you notice, the last time, or both times, the NXT UK title has changed hands. Now, it was won, of course, inaugurally by Tyler Bate, in England.
In the UK tournament.
Yes, in England.
And then he lost it to Pete Dunne at NXT Takeover Chicago.
Yeah, the 2 times the title has actually changed hands. Both times have happened on U.S. soil, both at takeovers, Chicago and Brooklyn. So, statistical history seems to point to a likelihood of a title change. And since I don't know if really statistically it looks like Ciampa, but we'll see with the information you gave. Either way, holy crap, this match is gonna hurt. Like, it's gonna hurt. Because you have 2 people who can just kick the crap out of each other. It's gonna hurt both of them. I don't know if it'll be hard to watch. It's gonna be a good match. Like, oof. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. Not at all. This is one of the matches I'm excited for. A lot of people say Walter is just so big that he can't really move around and wrestle. Like, I've heard that before. Honestly, I've seen the dude. He's a big dude. Like, he scares the crap out of me. When I went to WrestleMania a few years ago, I seen him, like, in person. Dude is huge. Like, I mean, he's huge. And he scares the crap out of me. When he honestly chops people, I wouldn't want to get chopped by his big hands. I almost swore. I don't want to get chopped by his big hands. I mean, those things are massive. But yeah, I think this is going to be one of the more hard-hitting matches of the entire card on both nights. But yeah, I think it's just going to be a physical match. I hope it's a good match, which I think it will be. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we got what's probably going to be the main event, has it been announced as the main event for night 1? I think it has.
Which match is it?
The NXT Women's Title match. Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez.
It hasn't been announced as the main event, but more than likely it would be.
Since another match that we thought was going to be the main event for night 2 is actually happening on night 1. Yeah, this match looks like it's going to be the main event. Holy crap, this is another one. Just because of Io Shirai, I'm like, NXT, take my money. Because as far as I'm concerned, Io Shirai can be NXT Women's Champion forever. As far as I'm concerned. She can be NXT Women's Champion forever. And I'd be completely fine with it. Because holy crap is she good. I don't know how you bet against Io Shirai. I just don't know how you bet against Io Shirai. Honestly, I'm going to go with Io Shirai to retain. Raquel Gonzalez is good, but I don't see her and Dakota Kai. They're good as a tag team. I don't know how you really split that and make just Raquel as the NXT Women's Champion with Dakota just, standing there. I mean, Raquel's really good, yes, and this is going to be a great match, but I don't see how you bet against Io Shirai after the year she's had as NXT Women's Champion. I mean, she beat Toni Storm, and did I have Toni Storm winning that? I forget if I did or not.
I don't remember.
I mean, if she couldn't beat Toni Storm, I mean, I gotta go Io. I got to.
So I read after, so I read this that they were prepping Raquel to be the one to beat Io. To me, I wouldn't mind that, honestly, because Raquel is good. Here's the thing. if they're not going to give her the title, why would they crown her and Dakota Kai as the first NXT Women's Tag Team Champions just to lose like 50 minutes later, 58 minutes later, an hour later, whatever it was? So we have to remember that there's always call-ups after WrestleMania. I think this is a situation to where the loser's getting called up. And the loser, I think, is going to be Io Shirai. So I'm going to say there's going to be a new NXT Women's Champion in Raquel Gonzalez. And I think Io's going to move up. Plus, also, it's one of those scenarios where who does she face next? Like Asuka. Asuka ran through everybody. Okay, cool. She beat Toni Storm. She beat countless number of people. She hasn't beat Raquel Gonzalez. If she beats Raquel Gonzalez, who's she going to face? Dakota Kai? I think there needs to be a new champion, and I think it's going to come on night one. So I'm going to go with Raquel.
It is a safe bet. I could see them pulling. Honestly, I could see them pulling Raquel and Dakota up to the main roster to put them in the women's tag team title hunt, because again, that they're putting random teams together for that one.
Yeah, but like I said, the loser is going to go up. So whether it's Raquel or whether it's Io, the loser is going to go up at some point.
Right. It'll be interesting to see Io go up and face whoever will be the champion after Mania. We'll get to that when we do WrestleMania predictions, because boy howdy, Raw Women's title match is going to be beautiful.
At this point, you give me Io versus Asuka, and I'd be happy.
Well, I don't know if Asuka will be Raw Women's Champion after WrestleMania.
Ooh, is that a pick already? Even though we ain't doing that until Wednesday, is that a pick?
I'm not saying.
All right, fair enough. I tried to pry it out of you. Let's continue on. What are we at? What was that?
We are now. So that is night one. Let's get to night two. First matchup for that is for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart defending against The Way, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Again, this is another case of Ember Moon, Shotzi Blackheart, particularly Shotzi Blackheart, NXT, please take my money. Champs retain. I think that's pretty. I don't think Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell are really a threat to Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart at all. I mean, you look at it's Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. What else do you need to say? They're two of the most badass female competitors on the NXT roster. I thought they should have won the Women's Dusty Cup Classic to begin with. And I was glad when they actually beat Dakota and Raquel to win the NXT Women's Tag Team titles, because they both deserve something. So it's really good seeing these two together as a very good team. So I got the champs retaining.
I have the champs retaining as well. I just think it's too early to take them off, especially, like I said in the last pick, especially when you only had Dakota Kai and Raquel hold them for less than an hour. I don't think it makes sense to take them off just a few weeks later and play hot potato with them. If you're trying to make these titles a legit title, or titles, or belts, or whatever you want to call them, but you're trying to make them like a legit thing, keep them on them for a while. Keep them on them for maybe the rest of the year. Or a takeover down the road toward the end of the year. Let them hold them for a few months. Legitimize the titles a little bit, then switch them.
Yeah.
Right now, I just don't think it's time to switch them again. So I'm going to say the champs retain.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be a good match. Either way. All these ladies are good. So it's going to be a really good match either way. Up next, we have the North American title match. Johnny Gargano defending against the winner of the Gauntlet match. We both picked Dexter Lumis for that. So I don't think Johnny is going to... Johnny, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I don't see him weaseling his way out of a victory. I don't see him weaseling a victory out of this. I think we're going to have a new NXT North American champion, and that will be Dexter Lumis. And holy crap, who's going to be able to stop Dexter Lumis?
I'm going to agree, and I'm going to pick Lumis as well. I know that was our winner. But like I said before, he was supposed to be in the ladder match. He hurt his ankle. He had to get out. I think he was supposed to honestly win it that night because, as you've seen, Damian Priest didn't have it for more than a hot minute. So I think he was honestly supposed to win, and he was the leader, and like in the betting odds and stuff, he was supposed to win. So I think he honestly was supposed to win, but obviously, like I said, ankle injury, had to take some time off. He's healed now. He's back. This whole storyline with Johnny and the way and whatever. But yeah, I just think Lumis is going to be a new champ.
Yeah. I think this match will be a quicker match because I think Johnny's just going to try to escape and Lumis is going to be like, and just shut it down quick. I honestly see this as a bit of a squash match. And that's sad to say for Johnny Takeover. Most Takeover matches out of anyone usually outperforms everyone on Takeover, but I think this is going to be a squash match.
I don't think it's a squash. I think it's going to be a good match, but I think in the end, Johnny's going to try for a flying move, and he's going to get caught in Lumis's trap or whatever the heck his submission is, and then he's just going to pass out.
Right. Okay. These next three matches are the hardest to predict, in my opinion. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. The NXT Cruiserweight Championship Unification Ladder Match. The champion, Jordan Devlin, versus the interim champion, Santos Escobar. I'm so happy this is a ladder match. I said this back when Jordan Devlin came back that the match for Takeover needed to be a ladder match, and thankfully, for the wrestling people at WWE, or media, if you ever watch whatever YouTube videos or everything, or look at social media, thankfully they listened. And a few weeks ago, Shawn Michaels came out to the ring, didn't say anything, just pulled a ladder out from underneath the ring and tossed it in the ring. So we're getting a ladder match, and I'm so happy because holy crap, it's gonna basically be Michaels and Razor Ramon 2, and holy freaking crap, this is gonna be good. Normally we're just used to multi-men ladder matches at this point. I think these two are gonna tear the house down with this. I don't know who's going to win. You want to go first on this one?
Well, see, here's the thing. Santos Escobar, when he was on the independent scene, he actually did fight in Lucha Underground, which is not continued anymore. Obviously, that's gone and done. But he did fight in Mexico and stuff under the alias King Cuerno. So I did see him wrestle outside of WWE, like a lot of wrestlers and stuff. But I will say this, he can go. But Jordan Devlin was trained under the man you're wearing on your shirt right now, Finn Balor. He was trained under him. He's the Irish Ace. This is going to be a banger. I don't know if it's necessarily going to steal the show. I think it's probably going to be the second best match, but I'm going to tell you what the first one is when we get to it, because we're going to get to it. But I just think that it has to be Santos Escobar. There's something in me that Jordan Devlin, he's a good champion, but with the speaking out movement or whatever it's called, I don't want to call it. I don't want to, get the name. Yeah. Speaking out movement. He was a part of that, and then he went away for a while. Then he came back, and who's
part of it was because of COVID restrictions. He was stuck over in the UK, and he's been defending the title on NXT UK.
Well, that too, but it was also the speaking out movement. So he went away for a while. He came back. Travel restrictions are obviously not really a thing anymore unless you got whatever. We're not here to talk about it, but you know what I'm talking about. But now he's in NXT. I don't think he's going to win. For the simple fact, that Santos Escobar needs the role. I just think right now he's too hot. He's been around. He's been the champ, or one half, or the cruiserweight champ, or half of the cruiserweight champ, or whatever you want to paraphrase it as.
Interim champ.
Interim champ, whatever. I just think him being around more and us seeing him on TV, even though he's a heel, I think right now he's the hot ticket for the cruiserweights, and I think he's gonna get it. So I think he's gonna climb that ladder to success.
With
because he also has his Goonies that could help him. I don't know who.
That's exactly what I was about to say. With Legado del Fantasma at ringside, I gotta agree. I think Escobar is going to win this. I mean, Devlin, I forget when it was he won the title, but I don't think he was really around much before COVID hit, and he was stuck in the UK. And that's why we had Escobar this whole time. I mean, it would make sense for Escobar to lose, so that way we could have a bit of time of Jordan Devlin as Cruiserweight Champion on US TV again. But I agree. I think Santos Escobar is on a really good roll. I think he'll lose it shortly after this match, though, if I'm being honest. I think he will probably win this ladder match to unify the titles. It's going to be a heck of a match, though. That's for darn sure. All right, the next match. Oh boy. Oh boy. The unsanctioned match. Adam Cole, baby, versus Kyle O'Reilly. Undisputed Era has imploded. Ooh, boo, sad. And we're getting Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. And this is going to be a beatdown. For me, this is the hardest match to pick. I don't know who to go with.
Okay, fine. Here, I'll let you simmer it over. I'll hype this up a little bit. So when I said there's still a match I think is going to steal the show, it's going to be this. It's not Cross. It's not Finn. They're going to put on a hell of a match, and we'll get to that next because I'm pretty sure that's the last one, right? Okay, so we'll get to that next. But I have seen these guys, and this is going to sound like a broken record. I've seen them on the independent scene. I've seen them fight against each other in Ring of Honor. I've seen them fight at Wrestle Kingdom in New Japan. They tore the house down every time. They practically killed each other. Now they have this whole feud about who broke up the Undisputed Era pretty much, and who's this and who's that and who's to blame and whatever else. So it's kind of a blood feud. I like this. I think this is going to steal the show. This is going to be the best match on either of the nights. I think, though, because he needs a win, I'm going Kyle O'Reilly. I think Adam Cole loses, and he goes up to the main roster. This is one of those main roster things. You lose, you go to the main roster. I think that's what it is. I think it's going to be a hell of a match. Like I said, best match on the card either night. But I think Kyle O'Reilly will win, and we'll go from there.
I think O'Reilly will win. I think he needs to win more. But I don't think this feud's over. I think this is going to be one of those that's going to be the best of three. Like they usually do. Like one wins one pay-per-view, the other wins another, and then they have the blow-off match. I think that's what it's going to be, honestly. And I do think O'Reilly is going to win this first one. I don't think Adam's going up to the main roster just yet. I honestly don't think he would want to really go up. I mean, I'd love to see him versus Randy Orton, don't get me wrong. Randy Orton has said he wants to work with a lot of NXT people and help them and give them a lot of credibility and everything. So I would love that match eventually, but I don't think they're going to do that just yet. If they did, I mean, that'd be fine. And then see Kyle O'Reilly from a new Undisputed Era or something. Because we still have Bobby Fish, right? That's injured right now and has been out.
Yeah.
Like when he comes back, like what's he gonna do? Like all this happened without me.
Yeah, because him and O'Reilly made up Red Dragon.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that, but I agree. I think Kyle O'Reilly needs to win this more than Adam Cole. And we know Pat McAfee will be watching this match very closely. Tell me I'm wrong on that.
You're not. And by the way, McAfee kills it, so you can hate me for that.
McAfee does kill it. McAfee on Twitter, when Cole officially turned heel, I saw McAfee on Twitter be like, I told you all. And I'm like, you.
See, here's the thing. I know we're getting off topic here, but McAfee, he can talk, obviously. Okay. And I think that makes for a great heel. I know he hasn't been around lately. He's been doing his own thing, whatever. But I think if he does want to come back, there's always going to be a spot for him just for the simple fact that he can talk. Even if it's just as a mouthpiece, he can talk.
He can wrestle,
so it don't really matter.
He can wrestle.
It don't really matter.
Like, not only can he talk, he can wrestle and he can do it good. Like, I still don't know which between McAfee's debut match against Adam Cole and then Dominic Mysterio's debut match against Seth Rollins. I don't know whose I liked more because they're both really good. But that was back in August.
Yeah. And I'm going to give you a hot take right here. Pat McAfee on a mic can speak better than half of the WWE roster on the main roster. There's my hot take.
That's because the people on the main roster are scripted to a T with crap.
Yeah, and but some can get away with
some
it.
Some of them have creative leeway, like Miz. Like, Miz is the best on the mic, on the main roster. Aside from maybe Roman, Miz is probably the best current person on the mic, on the main roster, period. But back on topic, unsanctioned match, Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. We both picking Kyle O'Reilly. So now we come to the main event of night 2 for TakeOver. We have the NXT champion, Finn Balor, versus Karrion Kross. What's interesting about this match is there's a very good chance, after what Balor said 2 weeks ago now. I still have to catch up on NXT from this week. I have not had a chance to watch it yet. But from what he said 2 weeks ago, there's a very good chance we might not be seeing regular, plain old Finn Balor. There's a very high likelihood that we will be seeing the Demon, Finn Balor. And if we're getting the Demon, if we're getting Demon Balor, I have to pick Balor. I have to pick Balor. Kross is good. Kross is very good. He won the title from Keith Lee and was supposed to have a good long run. But if we're getting Demon Balor, I don't see Kross winning. And it's just hard to bet against Finn Balor to begin with. I mean, for goodness sakes. This is the shirt I will be wearing on night 2, probably. I gotta pick Balor. I do.
So here's the thing: if we do get Demon Balor, there's only one dude that has beaten him as Demon Finn in WWE.
Samoa Joe, right?
There you go, Samoa Joe inside a cage. That makes it even better. But if we do get him, I think he wins. I think he wins regardless whether we get Demon Finn or not. So I'm picking Finn, and here's why. Like I said, there's call-ups after WrestleMania. I think Karrion Kross is gonna go up, and they're gonna strap a rocket to him, and he's gonna have some sort of title on the main roster. And here's why: because when he signed, there was a chance, a very good chance, that he was just going to go straight to the main roster, wasn't even going to hit NXT or anything, but they decided we're going to put him in NXT. Then, yes, he won the title, and he was supposed to have a good run, but he injured his shoulder. Finn has it now. You don't need to play hot potato. Give Karrion Kross, Killer Kross, whatever you want to call him, strap a rocket to him, put him on the main roster after this, let him lose.
Like they should have done with Keith Lee, but then Keith Lee's having health issues, I think, in an injury right now. That's why he's out. Keith Lee, like he had a rocket strapped to him. Then Vince just started to not like him for some reason.
Because it was the shape of his body. No, that's what it was. It was just the way he looks. He's a big guy, but he's an athletic big guy. Just like Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross he might be skinnier than Finn, or not Finn, but Keith Lee, and he has the physique that Vince likes. So, like I said, there was a chance that he wasn't even going to hit NXT, but they decided to change course, put him in NXT, and I mean, that's what it is. But yeah, I think after WrestleMania, they're just going to take him to the main roster, strap a rocket to him.
I mean, you want to put over Karrion Kross on the main roster, you put him right into a feud with Randy Orton. You put him right in that feud.
No.
When he's up.
No.
You don't think so yet?
You want ominous characters. This dude is about as ominous as anybody, other than one person right now on the main roster.
Are you thinking what you're thinking?
And that's The Fiend. Give me The Fiend versus Karrion Kross. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Give me The Fiend and Karrion Kross. I don't care if it's a House of Horrors match. I don't care if it's a Firefly Funhouse match. Hell, I don't even care if it's I don't even know what other weird matches we got. A Buried Alive match. I don't care. Just give me that match. And I think that it could happen, but right now he's gonna lose and he's gonna go to the main roster. But give me that match. That's the match I want. You want a fantasy booking?
You have to build. You have to build Kross to Fiend. And I think the way to do that is through Randy Orton. Because Orton has said he wants to work with Kross. Orton said he's wanted to work with a lot of NXT guys. And I think the NXT guys, when they move up, because of Orton's status and his place, I think they'll have, how do I put this, that protection from Orton when they come up, that Orton will make sure that they have their place and that they're good, that they're solid, that Vince just doesn't lose interest in them after a month or whatever. So I think that's Cole and Kross's that's for stake in the main roster, is having the help and the desire from Orton to work with them. So, yeah. But I think, best way to debut Kross is after Mania. Orton's just in the ring talking, and you have Karrion Kross just show up out of nowhere and destroy him.
That could work. But if you want to go the route of The Fiend, I don't know. We'll have to see. Like I said,
I don't think you have him face with Fiend just yet.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe SummerSlam?
Yeah, maybe.
SummerSlam.
Anyways, people at home, at your grandma's house, at your mama's house, wherever you live, this was our predictions video for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Nights 1 and 2, Uno and Dos. Okay? Look, I'm excited. I'm shouting. I have no idea why I'm shouting, but I am excited.
Because you're a mark.
Because in 2 days, we start a long 9 days of content, no matter if it's WWE, whether it's AEW, GCW, whatever you watch, all the independent stuff, it's all gonna be on. You watch what you want, love what you want.
This is what we got. This is what we got. Monday, Raw. Tuesday, Hall of Fame. Wednesday, Takeover Night 1. Thursday, Takeover Night 2. Friday, SmackDown Mania, because they're doing a weird pre-WrestleMania thing on SmackDown, and they're putting the Andre Battle Royal and the SmackDown Tag Title Fatal 4-Way match on the SmackDown the night before Night 1 of WrestleMania, and it's ludicrous and stupid and grr that. And then you got Night 1 of Mania on Saturday, Night 2 of Mania on Sunday, and then we got Raw, and then NXT on Tuesday, because NXT's moving to Tuesday.
Yeah, it is, Mr. Bruce Lee.
And
yes, Josh broke it down for you so perfectly. There is 9 days. NXT is moving to Tuesdays. We forgot to say that until now. So if you watch it until then, thank you. We appreciate it. You stuck with us. You're probably laughing your butt off, which honestly I can't blame you.
Or groaning and wanting to face palm at us being two dumbass marks.
I mean, he looks like a troll. I can't help that.
Listen here, you jabroni. I know where you live.
Okay, cool. I know where you live too.
See, I can just message your wife on Facebook and have her deal with you.
She ain't gonna do nothing.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, yes. So we got 9 days of wrestling, of WWE content, or any other content you would like to watch during WrestleMania week, because WrestleMania week is back, so you're gonna have all these other shows. I remember like a few years ago, before this stuff hit, I used to literally stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning just watching it, because there was so much stuff to watch, whether it was WWE or other content that I was watching. There was just so much stuff. There's so much stuff to watch. So just love it, watch it. We're excited. Now, Wednesday.
What were you about to say? Were you about to
Wednesday. I don't know what time, but we are coming at you with WrestleMania Night 1 and 2, uno and dos, predictions. So, I am excited for that. I don't know what time. It's probably going to be a long video because there's more matches. We talk too much. As you can see, we're carrying on. This is 52 minutes that we recorded so far. Look, it's going to be a blast. We're ready for it. Let's enjoy this ride.
It's WrestleMania. We're always excited during WrestleMania. Yes, the build to Mania itself has been absolute crap, especially on the Raw side. SmackDown side's been great. Raw, not so much. Because, okay, I'm not going to start ranting about WrestleMania until we get to WrestleMania video, but I will say, today, April 3rd, is actually a very special day. And I don't know if Tyler, if you remember what this day is. It's ironic, actually, that at the beginning of this video, you should mention me almost jumping through your screen at WrestleMania 32.
So this is
because
the day
5 years ago today was the first time I actually got to watch WrestleMania live with this awesome jabroni. And almost jumped through the screen for his TV when Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental title. Yes. So a very historic day today. Unfortunately, like last year, of course, we didn't watch WrestleMania together like we usually do because COVID. This year, I don't think we are. I don't think.
Probably not. I want to get my second dose of vaccination before I do anything.
Same here. I got my first dose this past Tuesday. He got it his first dose this past Wednesday. So yeah, we're both still waiting for our second doses. As much as we probably would like to watch Mania together like we have in the past, even though it's 2 nights this year, and Kate would probably kill us before night even started, let's be honest. We're going to play it safe this year. Just to still be cautious. But once we both get our second doses, I think you and I will be back together again.
Oh, absolutely. And I am going to take you to Suplex City. Oh!
And Kayla's just going to shake her head at both of us, Marks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went a little crazy there. My inner Brock Lesnar came out.
You're marking out more than I am, and that's saying something.
Well, I'm excited.
So am I, but holy crap, you call me a mark, and
People, you think this is
I
bad?
feel like I'm
Wait
looking
till
at an
Wednesday.
image of myself.
Wait till Wednesday. It's gonna be 10 times worse. You just wait.
Yeah, that it will be. It will be.
All right, Josh. Anyways, we talked too long. So, do your thing, and I'll hold on. Let me plug everything. Joshamania 2019 on the Twitter handles. Joshamania on YouTube. Joshamania on the Facebook. TJ Talley 25. That's me. This awesome dude right here. On Twitter, CaliJosh122. That's this mark right here that I'm talking to through this computer screen. So please follow us, give us a like, shout us out, do what you need to do. Josh, take us out.
Thank you all for watching. Please share this. Please help get the word out. Yes, we are crazy marks, but we love watching this crazy, stupid, dumb, entertaining thing we call wrestling. So, thank you for joining. Have a great night. God bless.